Welcome to another edition of Rust Rants. I'm John Rust, and I come on and go off about, well, whatever's honking me off today. I look back at the history of Star Trek, and I think of some of the most outstanding episodes that franchise has given us. The original series had Balance of Terror, with Captain Kirk squaring off against a Romulan commander every bit his equal, and probably one of the first times in TV history where the villain of a show was portrayed as an actual person and not just some mustache-twirling bad guy. The Next Generation gave us Drumhead, which showed the dangers of witch hunts and thinking that enemies lurk around every corner. Deep Space Nine had Duet, with so many twists as Major Kira tries to bring a suspected Cardassian war criminal to justice and has to re-examine her hatred of that alien race. Enterprise? Well, any episode that had the great Jeffrey Combs as Andorian Commander Shran was a winner. Modern Trek, however, has given us, well, a steaming pile of hippopotamus dung. Well, okay, I have heard some really good things about Season 3 of Picard, so that might be the exception to the rule. Other than that, New Trek, oh boy, what has New Trek given us? It has given us sonar in space, a device that relies on sound being used in a place that is a vacuum and therefore has no sound. A Starfleet officer who constantly acts like a hyperactive woman child in Ensign Tilly, a supposed comedy show in Lower Decks, of which I watched one episode for a grand total of 2 minutes before Ensign Mariner frayed my nerves so much I just had to switch it off. And just when I think there is no way the people who run new Star Trek can do anything worse, well, guess what? They prove me wrong. Strange New Worlds, Subspace Rhapsody, where a quantum probability field causes the crew of the Enterprise to break out in song. Now, if you're expecting a review of this episode, well, folks, forget it. I saw snippets of this show, and if I actually had to sit and watch the entire show, I would eventually have to hit myself in the head with a hammer and just fade off into blissful unconsciousness to spare me from further agony. What they did with Subspace Rhapsody, this is beyond pathetic. There is supposed to be a sense of seriousness when it comes to Star Trek. Now, sure, there are many humorous moments throughout the various series, but they were all grounded. Even in an episode like The Troubles with Tribbles from the original series, there was still a serious element in that involving a plot by the Klingons. But this is something I would expect to see in like an episode of Monty Python's Flying Circus, except Monty Python is funny and the writers of New Trek, well, aren't. In fact, I don't think they even care about the lore and the history and the rich tradition of this franchise. I dare say these are people who watched High School Musical when they were younger and went, I want to do my own version of that. Oh, but I work on Star Trek. Oh, wait, I don't care about the legacy of this show. So, a 1, a 2, a 3, and jazz hands. These writers, honestly, they have no clue how to write characters working for a quasi-military space exploration organization. They probably grew up watching Disney shows and communicating via text and have no concept how grown adults in a professional environment talk to one another and act toward one another, and they think an hour-long show, or however long this festering bucket of javelina pus called Strange New Worlds is, an hour of people singing is entertaining. Tell me, and I apologize in advance to everyone watching this episode, tell me if this looks entertaining.
Why have you...
Why you only calling us when you got your dramas? One of these days we'll repay you, we'll slay you. Gonna draw your last breath at the end of my glance. Your eternal torture is every Klingon dream. You know what I mean? Make of us scream!
You know what? No. I'm done. There's no way I can accept this as part of Star Trek canon. I'm done. I'm done with this for today. You know what? Do the subscribing, like the video, share it, all that other stuff. I'm John Rust. I'll see you soon. I'm out of here.